Yo, what up, my tubers? We're back for some more sealed action here on Arena. One more practice sealed, traditional style, so best of 3 for the upcoming qualifier this weekend. A little more prep. Again, if you do well enough in the qualifier, you can qualify for the Pro Tour and the Arena Champs, so kind of a spicy event. Let's jump right into our pool, open some packs, see if we can get some Glissas or Shoal-Dreads or something. No Glissas, but we did get an Urabout, a different Praetor. So remember, you can get the 5 Praetors in this format, as weird as it is. They are available if you get them. Obviously, Shoal-Dread being one of the best if you can get that. But you can still get like Jin Gataxias, Urabout, or whatever. These rares are actually quite bad. Bran is an okay 2-drop, but not really a rare quality card. Urabout is our only good one here. Everything else is pretty darn weak. So hopefully our commons and uncommons can really shore things up, because I don't think that's very good. We have what appears to be really bad white. 4 escaped experiments. I do have 2 Trawler Drakes and a Retrofitter, which is good. Black has 2 Anoint and a Glare. That's decent. Red has 3 Aspirants and the Urabout. Green has 1 Vorak. I do have 2 Charforgers there. There's a Rot Priest, 2 Injectors. We have 2 Prophetic Prisms as well, so splashing isn't going to be that hard if we have a good enough reason to do so. But as always, I will pull out the playable cards, and we will just build a deck from there. I don't want to just lean in immediately into something, although kind of looks like I'll probably end up going red-black with what I saw anyways. So obviously there is luck in sealed, right? Sometimes you're going to open some crazy rares and mythics. But when you don't, that is really when the skill aspect of it, I think, comes into play. Obviously, the gameplay itself, you need to play well and whatnot, but it's making do with a poor or lower quality pool that really, really is going to shape things up. What does this one do again? It searches for lands. Yeah, it's definitely not good enough. There's a world where I play the Graz, although that's kind of unlikely. So our most powerful card is certainly the Urabout. Removal, we actually have a decent bit, especially in black. Again, that double Anoint and the Glare, although the Anoint doesn't kill anything, right? Especially if you don't have ways to put poison, then this is just going to be a cheap removal spell, or rather a removal spell for lower end creatures. We do have the double Charforger here as well. Blue has the double Trawler Drake and the Retrofitter, but really doesn't have anything else going for it. So I'm guessing blue is a pretty easy cut right off the bat. White has basically nothing. I have a Bladed Ambassador and like a Vanish, but I think white's pretty easy to cut as well. So we're going to look at some sort of Jund nonsense, probably. Now, there might not even be a reason to play green. In green, we have the Rot Priest, the Battle Chair, the Vorak, but that's about it. And splashing for Rot Priest is not really a thing. Same thing with the Battle Chair, because it's double green. I mean, you could splash Vorak. There's nothing wrong with that. Vorak's just a really good 3-drop, but I'm guessing we're just going to want to take a peek at what a straight-up red-black deck would look like first. I shouldn't have cast or cut that Kethik accidentally. If we're just straight up 2 colors, we're not going to need the prisms, although, again, I will take a peek at if maybe there's a world where something is worth splashing for. Plague Nurse, no. So Rot Priest, Vorak, and maybe Predation could be okay cuts. Splashes. I don't think you would splash Trawler Drakes. Nothing in white really worth splashing. Yeah, so likelihood is here we are just going to be a straight up red-black deck. I guess maybe the Centurion could be playable here as well. So Removal, we have Rebuke, 2 Anoints, Edict, Offer Immortality, and Glare. I guess the Offer's not really a removal spell, but it can kind of be used as that. So this is going to just be a 2/2 flyer for 3 in our deck. The Head Cleavers I don't think we want. Scrap Trap's a cut. Paladin is still good outside of Toxic, right? 5 mana 4/4 that returns a creature with 3 or less from your value 3 or less from your graveyard to your hand, so we have a lot of good hits there. I don't think I want to cut any of those 5s, but that is a top-end curve for sure. Kethik is just going to be a 4 mana 4/4 in our deck. The majority of the time, although there is a little bit of value, maybe the opponent's running like the Planner Disruptions and they cast it on one of our 5-drops, we can sack it then. I don't think we want to run 3 Blade Graft Aspirants. Maybe just cut like all the Aspirants there, although the Centurion's also just not that good. Could also cut the Thrill of Possibility. I do have an oil land, I think, right? Which one was it? The Monumental Facade. That's probably worth running in a 2-color deck, and we have a couple of creatures that it have value with, right? We have the 2 Charforgers, the Engraver, the Scamp, the Furnace Strider. So just going to be like a red-black aggro deck here in Sealed. This gets to play the majority of our best cards. It looks like a decent enough curve. Kind of a little bit of a parabola action here, but that's okay. Yeah, I think this actually looks pretty solid. Overall creature count says 13, and then we have the 2 for Mirrodin cards, the Splitter and the Halberd. Okay, I can get behind this. Let's put the Facade in. We have none of the sack lands in color. So I'll just go 8/8. I think I'm okay running 17 lands here since we have a pretty high top end and we have some ways to filter extra draws, right? The Engraver and the Thrill. Oh, whoops. Looking at it, a Siphoner actually doesn't do anything in this deck. I'm okay with playing like a Rat, a 2/2 for 2 with small upside of the Proliferate, but the Siphoner is not worthwhile in our deck because we're not trying to poison our opponents out and we don't really have the equipments for it, just the Splitter. So while Siphoner is a good playable in like a Toxic strategy, it doesn't look like what we want to be doing here. So maybe it's just running that Aspirant or maybe running the Scourge. I guess the 2/2 flyer is probably better. 3 mana 2/2 flyers to Windrake. Yeah, we'll go like that. Okay. Nothing special. And the weird thing is Urabrask is good, but it's not like big bomby, right? It's not going to win the game like in the next turn or two. It's just a really good value engine. That is a 0 land hand. Yikes. Okay, down to 6. Well, I think we have to mulligan to 5 because as it stands, if I kept this, it'd be 4 lands and 2 5-drops. So yeah, that's the best opener we've had yet. I will keep the 3 lands plus the 2-drop, 4-drop. Okay, they're just going to Thrill of Possibility. I'm okay with that. Alright, I mean, we have a good 5-card hand here. We just need to find a couple of lands and we have stuff to do. That Forge is going to be extremely annoying for us since they're on the play. Especially since we're on a mulligan to 5. Okay. So I'm going to go to 18. I'm going to anoint their Engraver end of turn. I'm going to attack for 2, play the Splitter. We might be able to race this. We're hitting our land drops as well, so that's extremely nice. like Urabrask's next turn, if they don't play something that can block it well. It doesn't block very well. Okay. We have one game plan here. It's just play creatures and attack. If they trade here, they take 8, and I'm going to gain 2 extra life. Exuberant Fuseling, their hit. Fuseling is fantastic with Forge, because the Forge token gets sacrificed every turn. That Planner is not bad. The Urabrask still acts as a good enchantment here. Wow, pretty bad. Okay. I guess I'm gonna go with Scourge, Equip, Pass. We're gonna take 5 this turn from the Forge. Maybe more if they end up attacking with the Fuseling as well. Damn, had we not mulliganed to 5, we would have been in fantastic shape, eh? Bring back their Raptor, that's okay. Right, I'm at 8. Fuseling goes up to a 3-1. We get 2 more chances at finding something good with Urabrask. Immortality's pretty good. Okay. So let's block here. We're going to take 3, but then they're going to lose 2, and I'm going to gain 2. This doesn't do anything right. It's only sorcery anyways. Scamp with oil. This is going to be very close. They're going to have a lot of trample damage here, though, so I'm guessing we're dead. Now, they might make a mistake. If they don't attack with the Fuseling this turn, I think we're in good shape. They should probably attack with everything, and I think I might die if that's the case. Yeah, they're doing the math. Hopefully they don't figure it out. I guess maybe I should have saved my Furnace Punisher last turn with the Offer Immortality, but then they wouldn't have taken the Drain. Ah, they figured it out, it looks like. And that should be lethal. The trample damage is a little bit too much here. Yep, good beats. Okay. Even with the Offer Immortality, it wouldn't have done anything. And I guess had I used the Offer Immortality last turn, I still would, or I would rather not have gained an extra 2 life. Seems like a pretty winnable match, though. Like, we just mulliganed to 5. And that was still very close. Yep, we'll just run it back. I don't think we have much of a sideboard option here. Our pool's pretty straightforward. Oh, man. Another opening hand that we cannot just work with. It's, I'm mulligan down to 6. There we go, that's a lot better. Gonna lose the Strider here and keep all of the other cards. The double removal, the Bran, and the shoulder, not shoulder, Urabout. It's fine. Ooh, fantastic draw. Well, they have the Forge again on turn 3. Do they want to attack with their Justiciar is the question. Okay. Yeah, if you can play Forge on turn 3 every game, it is pretty good. I won't deny that. Well, hopefully we get to wreck them here. Love it. Fizzle that. I can make him sack the Scamp too if I want to. Might as well. Because if we draw an untapped land next turn, we just slam the Urabout and go to town. Damn. Ah, oh, so brutal. Yep, the mulligan killing us here. Oh, I guess we had another 5 drop, but if we draw a land there and slam Urabout, I think it's really hard to lose. That's a good sign, though, if they're sacking their land. That they don't have much to do, but you can imagine if we'd played Urabout, they'd be at 11. I like that. Okay, that's good. No removal for the Urabout next turn, then, if we find that untapped land. Come on, deck. Okay, well. I guess 4 mana, 4/4 is fine. Sure. I take 4, I'm gonna go to 6. Man, so brutal. Sacrifice another creature if you recovers a non-legend creature with lesser mana, put it on the battlefield and put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So I guess we'll attack here, they'll bounce. Oh, or not. And now we'll sacrifice the Charforger. Okay. How do I win here? Urabout doesn't quite win. But we can block and soak up. We're gonna go to 4. I think the land was just 1 turn too late. I think if we draw that 1 turn sooner, we win. It's too bad. Oh, well, maybe it didn't matter. Yep, good beats. Alright, GG's. That should do her. Oh, they messed up. We win. Oh, no, we don't, because this thing has vigilance. Oh my gosh, I can put them to 2? No! So close. So close. Ah, well, what can you do? GG's. That's good beats, though. We mulliganed to 5 first game, and they had turn 3 Forge on both games, so... We were almost able to outrace it, but we just were down a couple of cards, and then, man, that one missed land drop in that second game kind of sucked, so... That was a lot of things stacked against us, and... I know I've said before that Forge is not anything exciting. I'm not denying it's not a good card. Really, you needed to have it early, and they had it on turn 3 both games. If they have it any later than turn 3, you know, for example, they lose that game. I don't have to make any chumps or whatever. And we even had this opportunity to still race it if we had hit our land on time. Man, another mulligan. Brutal. I'll keep this on the draw and hope that we get there, I guess. Let's pitch the Scamp, I think. I'm going to keep both of these, even though the Crescendo needs creatures. If we had to hit a mountain, then we get 2 creatures. Yay! Alright, sometimes lucky. And now we can even Thrill of Possibility one of these lands away, I think. Skitterfang. I'm gonna pitch the Swamp here. Oh, they are going to use it. Guess give flying. Sure. I'm not going to use Crescendo here. Since we drew a flyer, I'm just going to play that instead. Remember, this is just 3 mana 2/2 flyer in our deck for the most part. I think we have like a Blight Belly Rat that can technically get some poison on the opponent, but... Okay, so Grixis Augury. I wonder if I'm not even supposed to run out the Urabout quite yet. Because the Serum Core is pretty good. Alright, well, let's attack and see how they block. I mean, I guess the Seer's probably Char Forging, and I don't think they're going to block the Chimera. The Scourge. I'm going to lead out the 5/5 here. That was a good draw. It blocks the Chimera. It also puts on more pressure than the Urabout. And if they have like an Annihilating Glare or something, they're probably going to use it on that instead. Or that, yep. That's A-okay by me. So I guess I'm probably going to take 4 here. They're going to gain 2. Oh, they didn't attack with the Serum Core. Huh. Well, they didn't block with it last turn, so I would assume they're not going to block with it this turn, but we'll find out in a second, I guess. Pretty happy with that. Mercurial, Spell Dancer, and an Inquiry. Alright, back to 4 cards in their hand. Okay, flying, I guess. They're being pretty aggressive with that Skitterfang. Oh, they didn't. They gave a lifelink. Okay. Huh. I am very surprised at that, but we'll take it. We could just attack with all here. So they'll probably end up taking 7. If the Urabout lives even 1 turn, we'll feel pretty good about our position, I think, but that Spell Dancer might just kill us. Wow. The good news is they weren't able to copy that with Spell Dancer, but that's very bad. Alright, come on, Charforger, give me something good. That's not the worst. So we should probably start putting oil counters on that thing. It's gonna be hard to beat the 2-for-1 value of that black Sun's Twilight. Also, we flooded out pretty badly here, huh? 4, 8, 9, 10. 10 versus 8. We need to keep the Charforger alive. The 2/2 flyer doesn't attack into the Serum Core anyways. So next turn we can use the Facade, put 1 more oil counter on Charforger and get an extra card that way. Okay, that was good. I'm actually going to sack our 1/1 here. I could sack the Hex Gold too, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna sack the Hex Gold. Right, this gives first strike trample, yeah. Four mana, 4/4. Can I beat a 2/5? This is a position where we needed Hazardous Blast or something. Man, another recursion. That's not bad. Problem is, now that they have the Testament Bearer, I can't really even attack with Kethik because they just get a good block with the Bearer. Whereas, you know, if they blocked with the 2/5 previously, we could use Offer to save or kill it. Ah, man. Ah! All these 2-for-1 cards. I don't know if we can beat this. And we've drawn twice as many lands as they have. That's disgusting. Surprised they didn't play the Skitterling out, or whatever it's called, and gain 4 here. Yeah, more value. Okay, that's actually not bad. That can help start poke... Well, they have the Skitter Fang, so it doesn't really matter. Because they're going to start gaining a bunch of life here. Like attack with Testament Bearer that has lifelink. I mean, maybe they try to go aggressive, but I'm going to guess they're going to gain life. Oh no, they did go aggro. Okay. Well, now sacking creatures to Kefik isn't bad. I guess I should have moved the splitter over. I have a Sawblade Scamp I can go hit with the Sacrifice of the Rat, right? I put it on the bottom, yeah. We might be able to pull this off by draining them out. Like I said, I'm guessing they're going to start giving lifelink is the only issue. Oh, they did go flying again. Okay. They must have a removal spell in their hand. Or a Chrome Kitty? Sure. So pass, play out the Punisher. I'm gonna try to sack the rat if they... Oh, they're gonna kill my Bran. Oh, they're gonna bounce the Bran. Okay. But that puts an extra counter on their Skitterling. Skitterfang. I mean, besides the Black Sun's Twilight, looks like their deck's beatable. They just do have a lot of value. Flying again. Alright, I'm at 4. Reject Imperfection. Okay. This works out for us since we can just get it back now. So they have to double block the Punisher, which gets rid of 2 blockers, so I think we actually win this. This is crazy. I think we just squeaked by. They have to double block Punisher. They have to block the Goliath, and they're gonna... Oh, I guess they trade... No. Yeah, I think we got them exactly here. Damn. Wow, through the counter too. Holy smokes, did not expect to win that one, but we got there in the end. All right, let's take a hard, long look at our deck and see if we want to put in something else. Maybe I'm supposed to be playing the Centurion. It has good synergy with Charforgers and with the Vran. Like, we don't need this Thrill of Possibility. I just don't see any other redeeming cards in our pool, though. Maybe I should be trying to play this Graz. It turns all of our smaller creatures early into something big late, but it's 8 freaking mana to get to this. I have never seen this cast in the format. It's just too, like, 8 mana is so much mana. It's just way too much mana. I kind of want to try it, though. You know what? Let's have some fun. We might die with this in our hand. Let's bring in the random 8-drop. Don't try this at home, kids. We're not doing this because it's good. We're doing this because it might be fun. It's these hands. All right, this I will keep. But this is another bad opening hand. If I was on the play, I would mulligan. And obviously, if we rip a couple lands to start, that's gonna be game over. This is gonna be a game where I draw the Graz and wish it had been the Thrill of Possibility. I'm gonna need to find our Axiom Engraver to rummage these lands away, because this is bad. Okay, that's a good draw. 2-drop on turn 2. Can't complain about that. They have their own Charforger. Nice. That's an easy exile on that. And now we're exhausted. And now we're done. That's all. Okay, another good draw. We are drawing very well. I should not have played my land first, whoops. But I guess it's until the end of the next turn, so... Hey, hey, hey! I will say I could have comboed the Offer Immortality with the trample of this and the Death Touch to push in some damage. But I don't think that's what we were supposed to do. Alright. Engraver, save us. We are drawing very well. I kept a 5-land hand, and we've drawn extremely well, so... Sometimes better lucky than good, but... It's working out for now. So, if they play another untapped land here, they will have access to the Black Suns. They had Chimera. A lot of their creatures weren't really that exciting, though, so... A couple of tricks like this and we might be able to push through. That main phase Augury is kind of a good sign for us as well, that they're, you know, they don't have much action going on. It's not bad. I think we're just gonna pass here. No use holding on to the lands anymore, right? Have used all my engraver count. Oh, I guess I have the land, the facade. Yeah, if I draw facade and put a counter on engraver, we can rummage again. So now we can attack with everything but our scamp. Okay. Push a little damage is great. Surprisingly, I think we're winning by a lot right now. Like, next turn I can glare and sacrifice a creature to kill something if we want to, just to trigger Vran for some extra damage. This is where I expect a Black Sun's Twilight on Furnace Punisher, but that's going to also lose them additional 2 life. In fact, yeah, Vran might be their target that they have to kill, but then that's really awkward for them because Black Sun's Twilight makes the creature enter tapped. Okay. Well, that doesn't do anything currently. Sure. I probably have to glare off their Skitterfang, right? So they can't gain life later on. Is this lethal? It's going to be close if it's not. Sack. They go to 4. I could push through the... If I give this Death Touch, I could push through 1 damage and kill their Seer, but I don't think that's good enough, right? So now they have to kill Vran first, otherwise they just die to Scamp. And then if they do kill Vran, I mean, how much mana are they going to have left over to do anything with the board state we have? So we got very lucky this game. I kept a hand with 5 lands, a Scamp, and an Anoint, right? And we drew out of it very well. Make no mistakes. Sometimes you gotta get lucky. I would say this was a case of me getting lucky. Well, we drew it. 100% win rate with Graz in deck. It doesn't work. That puts the creature tapped. "100% win rate with Graz confirmed. I'm artificially inflating Graz's stats by winning with it here. All right, we got 1 win. What is that? We go from 200 gems to 500. Next jump is 1200. Come on, deck. Let's get another win. Match number 3 we go. Okay, no mulligans this time. Ah. I have 8 mountains in the deck. It's risky. Obviously, if we drew a mountain the first 2 draw steps, it would be good, but... Again, I think I have to mulligan this type of hand. Okay, that's better. Oof. Always have Rand to save the day. That is a very, very easy edict for me. Sacrifices a non-token creature. Scrap Gorger you just need to get rid of early if you can. It's a relevant creature later. And it's just super annoying early game anyways, as a ramp card. Looks like they might have been banking on that Scrap Gorger, especially if they're missing a second color. Wow, okay. So maybe a little bit of luck here. Although I guess I'm also missing lands, but... it's fine. We can just keep attacking into that with our hand. I am fizzling out though, so if they just go land in like a big 5-drop, we we might have a bad day. Hopefully they play something I can anoint. That's good. Oh, they're gonna go for a punch? Yes! This is the perfect sequence. That's so good for us. Oh my lord. Yeah, everything is just lining up perfectly. You gotta get lucky sometimes, and hey, we're certainly doing that. Versus green-white? Alright, let's have a little fun again. Let's put in the grass. Green-white, run the grass, cut the thrill. Hope we get to cast it one time. Like we go Charforger, and then the board stalls. Then we have just a bunch of creatures for the grass to make everything a 5/3. Hey, we have a good opener hand for once. 1-drop, 2-drop, removal, and a good trick. I'll take it. Once again, I will immediately use Edict if they have Scrap Gorger. Dune Mover, I'm not going to care about as much. So they did not put a land on top, which tells us they have probably 2 lands at least in their hand. I like the trade here, even though we have a bunch of non-creature spells in our hand, because that makes our Edict better. Yeah. Brick on that? There's temptation, but I think drawing the Charforger means we just play out the Charforger. We drew a good curve. 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, and a bunch of removal and tricks. Oh, now they're gonna go for the punch again. Punished. Take 4, let's go. So the way I see it, there's 2 ways to go about this. Oh, had they not attacked, I was going to say. Wow. Had they not attacked, we could attack in and go for the Offer Immortality. And save the Edict, because they don't have many creatures right now. Or we could go for the Edict on the Vorak to make sure we hit something juicy. They're still attacking. Yikes. So Edict, we can always hit one of these two. But I don't think we have a reason to do that yet. Okay. I guess now we'll go ahead and eat one of the pigs. Or we get the Scrap Gorger, I guess. This would be a good position to have Graz. Though we're 4 mana away from casting it. I mean, if we draw Graz next turn, we're just going to discard it to the Engraver. Alright, sacrifice a non-token creature, so they cannot sacrifice the Mites. That's decent. Let's do it. We are going to anoint one of the Voraks. Glare the Engulfer. We get to hit him for 6 damage here, even though they get to eat one of my Charforgers. Whoa. They blocked... Okay, well... They did not block the correct creature, so now I get to actually activate Charforger next turn, too. Oh, do they draw unnatural selection or whatever it's called? Some kind of graveyard recursion? Unnatural restoration, that's what it is, okay. Yeah, that's annoying. Let's see. Nice. And that, my friends, is lethal. Boom. Very nice. Alright, our draws that match were pretty fantastic. We got to that 2-win mark, so get 1,200 gems back. At least. See if we can do it one more time. Let's see if we can get to 3 wins. That'd be fantastic. Because like I said, this deck is just okay. It's got some removal, it's got some decent creatures, but really for sealed, you're looking for better things to do. Yeah, alright, 6 we go. Ugh. That's a mulligan to 5. Okay, I mean, it could be worse. I'm on the play, so we're gonna get to 3/3 Menace on turn 3. And then if we can hit a few more lands, we have some nice 5 drops, I guess, but... big oofs, basically. Yeah, had I kept that second hand that just had 5 lands and the Furnace Strider and whatever, we would just get rocked here. Not that we aren't getting rocked already. It's a nice draw from the opponent. Might as well put a counter on that now while I have access to nothing to do with it anyways. Sure. Sure. That's the way it goes sometimes. I bought him to mountain, right? Yeah, I bought him 2 mountains even. Okay, well, that's filler. Get the swamp, and we might not be in the worst shape here. If they don't have a way to continue the pressure, and we just get to anoint the raptor, it's not the end of the world for us. Oh, that's not good. Okay, all the poison's gone. Sure. Land for Furnace Strider. Damn it. Also, why did they get back... Oh, never mind. I exiled the flyer. I was like, why did they get back that instead of the flyer? No, we're not in the worst shape here. If they don't have anything to stop me from double blocking the paladin, and they just have a creature, a land, and one other random card, this is not a bad spot. We need to hit that 5th land, but if we do, I'm double blocking. Ah, good beats. So they actually messed up. They should have attacked with, they should have done that pre-combat, I think, and then attacked with both. They would have possibly been in a better spot. If they fade one more, if they brick one more time, we're okay. Ay. Wait. So Urabout doesn't stop that. Yeah, dang it. Urabout means they still get to draw, or rather the arena means they still get to draw every turn, the 2 cards. I have to attack here. As weird as it is, I think it's right to attack. They might get overzealous. And since they're already ahead and we're both drawing 2 cards a turn, I think this is right to do. Obviously, my attack is highly suspicious, right? Yep. I think we need to eat the flyer. Okay, I go up to 7 poison. Need to find some of our Char Forgers to get multiple ground blockers. Ah, that's bad. That's what we didn't want to see. More flyers. You know what? I think this is what we do. They have to block one of our 4-power creatures. And then a Kethix sacrifices Furnace Strider, and if it hits Charforger, we get 2 blockers. Even 1 blocker keeps us alive. I think this is absolutely correct. Damn, that wasn't a Charforger, sadly. If I don't do this, we're losing in just 2 turns, right? So, it's aggressive. Yep, and they had removal, but that's fine. We were gonna lose if they had that removal spell anyways, and I didn't make a play. I had to get their flyer off the board, so gave ourselves an out. That was close. That was very close. So it looks like they're splashing green and they're black-white baseline. Remember, that was a mulligan to 5, right? And we missed on lands for a while to hit our 5-drop, so that was a very close game given the scenario. But I think we gave ourselves a good shot. But yeah, the reason they had to block one of my 4-power creatures there is if they take the 12 and block the 2/2, then the arena kills them, so. The crazy thing is, I think we had a decent chance of hitting a Charforger, right? Hadn't played a Charforger yet, so we had 2 Charforgers with however many creatures left. And if we hit the Charforger and they only have that 1 Annihilating Glare, we immediately win. Okay, there we go. Good opening hand on the play. Let's see if we can beat him with a 7-card hand this time. Needs to find a little bit of removal. Looking good. Gonna lead on Punisher here. I guess I might want to lead on Bone Picker now that they've played a Siphoner. This will stop its attack. Unless they want to do something to push through. Oh, you know what? I just realized in that previous game, I don't have to attack with the 2/2 there, do I? Did I mess up? Weren't they at 13 life? I can just attack with the 3/4 power creatures, right? No, wait, what was their life total? I think I messed up. I'm playing that back in my head now, and I think I heavily erred. If I just attack with the 3/4 power creatures, they still have to block. And then I have an extra blocker. Oh my gosh, I might have thrown that last game. I hit him for 10. Yeah, I punted. Damn. I had the win. Very close. Oh, man, that would have been a sick mulligan to 5 win. Or crushing him here, by the way. But I had the win the previous game. Or at least, I had the double blockers that I was looking for. I like pushing the pressure. It's hard for them to block the Vran with the bearer, but they might. And if they have Anoint anyways, then doesn't matter. Okay. That's fine. They're gonna go down to 2. Because the Vran still triggers once. Awkwardly, them not trading off their Testament Bearer is probably worse for them. But yeah, I definitely punted that last game. Good beats, no. I'm glad we thought that through, because we had what might have been the win, or at least we wouldn't have just been dead to a single removal spell. So, can't complain if I end up losing. As we smoke them there in game number 2, let's go to a game 3. Will we prevail after all, or will justice make us lose? We'll find out. We will find out as we go on the draw, most likely, for game 3 here. Once again, how many 5 land hands or like 1 land hands are we gonna get? I'm gonna keep this because Charforger is great, and we drew the worst possible, a 4th swamp, and they, oh no, and that's game over basically. Yikes. 5 land, draw 2 lands immediately is a death sentence. Oh, no, dude. Well, like I said, I mean, I had the opportunity to win the first game. We don't know for sure, but the opportunity was there. Certainly gonna chump the Glissa with our token if it attacks. Kind of weird not to attack with the Glissa, but maybe they don't have much left after. So this is going to put another counter on our Charforger. It's going to drain for 2, but the Siphoner is going to hit in and give me the 3rd poison for Corrupt. Oh, they did that after we got the trigger once. Okay. Sadly, have to kill the Glissa, but might just get poisoned out. Siphoner's already going to be up to 4 damage on us. Wait, how am I at 19? Oh, I gained life, right? Fine, no blocks. I left it back on defense in hopes that they wouldn't have anything, but... That's actually not bad. They have a bunch of weenies and maybe one more trick in their hand. Let's activate Charforger now. It's a good hit. Yeah, I mean, the Siphoner's doing business. I'm going to be up to 5 poison this turn, but our board is looking stable. Alright, make them use their trick. Guess I would rather block here. They're still forced to do something since their 2/2's being blocked by my 2/3. Yep. Wow. 6 draws. Okay. Well, good news is... if they don't top deck something, the Sky Warden holds off everything. Oh my god. Seven poison, 7 life. Okay. Well, we are on the back foot. They've gone 5 lands, all spells. Hopefully they start drawing a couple lands. No, not me. I need spells, please. Oh, I can't attack yet either. That kills us. Okay. I need to draw one of my annoyance here. Ah, that ain't it. Oh, you know what? I can give the Engraver haste, can't I? Jesus. Well, can they actually attack with everything? That's too late now, but... it might have been right to give my Engraver haste and rummage immediately and try to find something. But now I'm kind of locked in as using... okay, they didn't do it. Using it as a blocker. Nah, well, we wouldn't have hit anyways. Come on, deck. God. Did they find something? They must have. Chump. I guess this is better to go like this. Eat, trade. This is 7 poison and 7 damage. So is it maybe better to eat the raptor? Take 4 damage and 1 poison? Probably. Okay. Gonna have to leave their glider alive, but I think this makes more sense. 45 life. Huh. I mean, I'm gonna need to start attacking at some point, so... And if I can get 2 more poison on them, then our Scourge does gain lifelink. That's good. So we're going to move the Hex Gold over to the rat, and then next turn I can move the Splitter to the rat. And when I do that, it can actually attack into their creatures. Oh, they hit Annihilating Glare. Well, that doesn't individually solve their problem. It's very close, and they do get to kill... I mean, I guess they kill the Skywarden and attack with both flyers. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This is a good game, though. Oh, they're killing the flyer. Okay. Now, hold up. Maybe there's still a small chance. I get to draw 2 cards here. Ethic. Again, I need to start attacking. Two, 4, 6 creatures. Yeah, so let's... Now it doesn't matter to give them the poison from the Blight Belly Rat. Okay, draw 2 and I go to 9. That probably kills us, or at least it's going to be damn close. Man. The land ratios, though, are also just crazy. They've only seen 8 in the top 24, 26 cards. Oh god, am I dead? So this is a forced block now on the Siphoner. Oh. Is that even a good attack? Okay, I go to 1. This is a forced block here. Easy chump there. Eat, eat, eat. Alright. Sure. Yeah, didn't matter. Again, it all goes back to game number 1. where I may have punted it away. We can't know for sure, but definitely made mistakes. I don't think that works, right? Because even though I can sack... I don't know if Kethik can hit anything after sacrificing to survive. I don't think it can. We have Scamp. Man, both of our Anoint with Afflictions are still in our deck, and we have the Paladin, but that's a 5, so I can't get anything with that. Nope, that'll be game. GG's. Good beats. Oh, that was a fun game. So yeah, it all goes back to the first game in that match where I threw it away, potentially, by attacking with that one extra creature, and I might have been able to survive it. Fun little deck. I think we could have pulled off a 3-1, but we ended up going 2-2 because of that one mistake. This was one of the weaker sealed pools I've seen, though. Again, none of this are like true bomby material. Urabout is just very, very good, but I don't consider this like a true bomb. Not like Shouldered is, which is just going to win the game if it sits there. This one's going to give you a lot of value, and you're probably going to win the game. But yeah. Fun stuff. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good luck in your qualifiers if you're going to play. I will see you back tomorrow for some more. Bye-bye.